everyone, this is Team 3, on-site wastewater treatment for Mansfield Four Corners. Our project goal is to treat the effluent from restaurants, Hops 44 and Toast, located on the corner of Route 44 and Route 195 in Mansfield. The contaminants we are focusing to deal with are organic matters, biochemical oxygen demand, total suspended solids, nitrogen, phosphorus, and fat oil grease.
So this is the site that we're working on. It is located on the crossroads between Middle Turnpike and Stores Road in Mansfield. The restaurants have a parking area of 46,546 square feet and an undeveloped area of 630 feet by 250 feet, which is where we intend to put our system. The property has sandy loam soil with a 0 to 8% slope. The water table is about 54 to 72 inches below the surface, with a percolation rate of 12.5 minutes per inch. The distance to the restrictive layer is 22 inches below the surface, and to the bedrock is greater than 8 feet. There are no drinking water wells on the site, and the neighboring buildings are far enough away that we can install our system while meeting all the proper distance regulations.
Based on the site analysis, we propose two possible solutions to treat the effluent. Both solutions have the same primary but different secondary treatment process. In the primary treatment, a grease interceptor removes majority of the fog, and the septic tank reduces partial BOD, TSS, and nitrogen. In the secondary treatment, both solutions have a traditional leaching field. The solution 2 proposed an additional vegetative submerged bed buckland, known as VSB, before the leaching field to remove the remaining BOD, TSS, and nitrogen. A traditional leaching field based on Connecticut Health Code is not sufficient enough to prevent potential groundwater contamination, owing to a lack of retention time and anaerobic condition in the soil. VSB has a long-term high efficiency in removing BOD and nitrogen from the wastewater. However, it has a relatively high cost in permitting, constructions, and maintenance.
We chose to purchase two grease interceptors designed by Columbia Precast Products, with Hops 44 needing a 2,000-gallon tank and Toast needing a 1,000-gallon tank. The interceptors are internally separated into two compartments, the first to cool and float the incoming fats, oils, and grease into wastewater and set out any food particles that pass through the drains, and the second to allow the treated effluent over its baffles to the septic tanks. We chose to purchase two septic tanks designed by United Concrete, a 4,500-gallon tank for Hops 44 and a 2,500-gallon tank for Toast. The septic tanks were in the same fashion as the grease interceptors, except this time the first component is meant to maximize solids removal and BOD reduction to decrease the organics and solids loading rates into the VSB cells. The two VSB cells of the same dimensions are proposed to make sure that BOD, TSS, nitrogen, and phosphorus are still being treated in one cell, while the other is offline for maintenance. The cells are sized to be 87 feet wide, 440 feet long, and with a 0.5 sloping depth from 1.7 feet inlet to the 3.7 feet outlet. The inlet and outlet are filled with 2-inch stone, and the treatment system is filled with 1-inch stones. Emergent vegetation, such as temperature-hardy soft rushes, line the top layers of the cells. The treated effluent flows out of the sump pumps into the leaching field. The leach field has a 93 feet length and 78 feet spread, and a supporting aggregate layer of concrete, sand, and crushed stone to support the leaching products on top of geotextile fabric, using percolation and infiltration into the soil layers. The final design's present capital cost of $562,000 is roughly 1/4 the present capital cost of implementing a traditional wastewater treatment system. Therefore, our design will consist of the grease interceptors, septic tanks, wetland cells, and leaching field, instead of connecting to the local sewer system.